Hello, and welcome to another edition of Lynn Loves You. I'm your host, Lynn Broughton, and I am so pleased you've joined me today. We're going to talk about a few very disparate topics this time. Before I get into anything, I want to tell you that I hope you're having a wonderful summer. I hope you're happy. I hope you're well. I hope you feel great. I hope things are going like you want them to. And I hope that each day is filled with fun and fulfillment. If it's not like that for you, though, if you're going through hard times or you're going through miserable times, you don't see an end, even though you know one is coming, and you don't feel well right now, or you feel unhappy right now, or you feel just kind of meh right now, I'm so sorry. And we all can relate to having gone through those things from time to time. And I want you to remember that you're not alone. And please remember that these times will give way to much better times and great times again. And you will feel great again too. You will. So it's a hot one right now, really hot. And of course, it is late July, almost August. And I don't know about you, I'm not expecting any relief next month. Not expecting that. I don't think that's going to happen, especially not in Texas or in the South where miserable hot summers are the norm. Seems like, though, it started very early this year and it was hotter than normal earlier this year, and that it's hot in unusual places this time, like Britain and Europe. And unfortunately, for a lot of people over the Atlantic, many don't have air conditioning or fans in their homes. And that must be miserable. I just can't imagine. And of course, we all know that extreme heat can be deadly for everyone, especially for certain populations like infants and children and the elderly and pets. So please, please, please do everything you can to take care of you and to keep your loved ones and your fur babies safe while we ride out this this boiling hot summer. Of course, it will end at some point too, but who knows when. Summer, especially in Texas, summers in Texas last a long time. Seems like they do. In the comments, I have some expert tips on what to do to stay comfortable, stay cool, and stay safe, at least safer, while this is going on, including if you don't have air conditioning. Meanwhile, use common sense. We know basically what to do. Stay indoors as often as possible. If you don't have air conditioning, go somewhere where there is air conditioning, like a store, the mall or library. If your county or your state has cooling stations for times like this, go there. Do any strenuous activities in the morning and in the evening when it's much cooler. And while you're doing that, please wear light colored clothing, breathable fabrics, sunscreen, at least an SPF 15, so that you don't get sunburned and overheated and dehydrated that way. Please take frequent breaks under shady spots. And speaking of hydration, drink plenty of fluids, even if you're not thirsty. Don't overdo the fluids because, of course, there is water intoxication potentially. I think that's a pretty rare condition, but you want to be careful, of course, because it's also life-threatening. I couldn't find online an ideal quantity of water to drink for the average person to drink at this time. I would speak to my health care provider on that. They really should know the best. Online, the general consensus was 100 ounces or above is too much from fluid for most people. So again, check with doctor, nurse practitioner, physician's assistant about that, because you don't want to over consume any fluids, but you don't want to underdo it. So drink plenty, even if you're not thirsty. And like I said, in the comments below will be more tips. So I am going to be doing those. I'm going to be overhauling my lifestyle, I should say. I spoke of this, and by lifestyle, sorry to trip over my words, but what I mean by that is eating and physical activity. And I spoke about that in my first video, that I will be trying to make changes for the better again. And I will be making videos for Lynn Loves You about that too. And I will need your moral support if you would give it to me. And I'm sure you will, because y'all are wonderful. I have goals. My goals, I want to lose a lot of weight, especially in the guts. I want to bring down my blood sugar and my blood pressure to wonderfully healthy levels again. And I want to feel great, and I want to look really great. I want to look great. I think that's possible. We'll see anyway. I don't know. My mirror sometimes tells me otherwise, but that will be happening pretty soon. When I say overhaul, it is going to be an overhaul, but it's going to be done at a reasonable pace. Small but meaningful changes every single day until I get things optimal, and then try my best to maintain it. Now, moving on to a video that I am doing in about 2 weeks and uploading them. I have received quite a bit of correspondence from you, many anecdotes and examples of when people were kind to you and really put a major positive spin over your life because of that kindness. I have enough videos I have enough examples to make that video, but I would love some more. And I will be making more of those videos all throughout the duration of this channel. So please keep them coming. Whatever you do, don't think your story is insignificant, that nobody will find it, moving other than yourself, because that's not true. Other people will be touched by your story. I'm sure of it. I believe I will be, for what that's worth. So please keep those coming. And remember, I will be doing a video at least one video about when you were somebody's savior. So please, if you would, start thinking of examples there of when you really pulled somebody out of the fire, or you just made somebody's day. Don't be worried or too modest or scared of recognition or to brag on yourself a little bit. There's nothing wrong with getting recognized when you did something nice. Nothing at all wrong. In fact, I think it's a good thing. So please send something to me so I can spotlight you. Well, before I close out, I want to start something that I'm going to be doing at the end of every video from now on. And that's, I'm going to tell you 3 things that you might or might not already know. And I will spend the rest of my time with Lynn Loves You telling you again and again and again every video. And those 3 things are: 1, you are important. Yes, you are. And 2, you matter. You absolutely do. And 3, you are loved by a lot of people, and I hope you're among them. I hope you are, and I hope from now on, the next time you see one of your buddies or coworker or a relative, maybe your mother, or what have you, wife, spouse, and you notice that they light up when you enter the room, or they really hang on every word you say, or they smile just a really long time when they look at your face, they're telling you that they love you. They love you a lot. And they love you a lot because you're worth love. You are wonderful. And there are people in your life, you might or might not know it, who would not want to live without you. So, before I start crying, I want you to know this here. I want you to feel it in your heart. And I want this to make you feel so good about yourself, because you should, that you walk tall like a giant every day from here on out. Not conceit, not arrogance, of course. You wouldn't be that way. Self-confidence, self-esteem. We all need it. You deserve it. You're wonderful. Let me ask you for 3 things before we close out. 1, please like this video. Every like makes my channel more visible, and I want it to be seen by a lot of people. And, it gives me quite a bit of a kick when I see those views go up and I see those likes go up. 2, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to Lynn Loves You. Again, every new subscriber leads to more subscribers. I want a lot of you. I want a huge base. I'm not scared or too proud to ask for that. I have my, I have no pride when it comes to asking for good things. That's right. And 3rd, if you haven't already, please follow me on Twitter. My handle is Lynn Broughton 4. That's LYNN BROUGHTON and the number 4. I hear that I'm very positive. I hear my tweets are chipper, and sometimes they make people happy. I just do what I can. I'm a pretty sparkly, sunshiny person. I don't necessarily wake up like this, but once the caffeine gets into my bloodstream, I'm quite positive, maybe even unsufferably so. I think sometimes people think so when they know me in person, but I am who I am, and I'm going to stay that way. So until next time, this has been Lynn Loves You, and I'm your host, Lynn Broughton, and I love you, and you can take that to the bank. Thank you for watching.